Hey y'all, welcome back to Miss Lynn's Cooking. Today we're going to make a recipe that my aunt gave me years ago that I used to eat when I was a kid. It's called Butterscotch Bars. You're going to need a box of light brown sugar, 1 cup of chopped up pecans, 3 eggs, 2½ cups of all-purpose or either self-rising. I'm using the self-rising flour. You need a half a bag of butterscotch chips and a half a bag of chocolate chips. You'll need 1 stick of butter plus 2 tablespoons. Okay, the first thing we're going to do is we have put our butter, 1 stick of butter plus 2 tablespoons of the Kerrygold butter that's been softened. The next thing you're going to do is you're going to put in an entire box of light brown sugar. And then what we're going to do is we're going to cream this all together. Is what we're going to do first. So we're going to start out on low. Then we're going to cream this. And then we can turn it up a little bit as it starts to mix together. You can use a regular mixer or stand mixer because when you make this, it's going to be a very thick type of food. All right, let's turn it up a little bit more here. I'm just wanting to get it where it's kind of crumbled up, and that's what we've got. We've got our crumbles. Okay, next, what we're going to do is we are going to add in 1 egg at a time and beat. They're room temperature eggs. And like I said, we're going to start off slow and then work up to number 2 speed. As you can see that it's getting to be pretty thick. But once we add in that flour, it's going to be a whole lot thicker. Okay, we had to stop the video for a second because I accidentally dropped the eggshell in there. The eggshells do not go in it. But you can see that it's starting to mix up really super well. And then I'm going to add in my last egg and let it beat. Then next, we're going to start adding in flour. A little bit at a time. And let it keep moving as we're doing this. Because like I said, it's going to thicken up. And you do not have to sift it. Because they're going to be a dense bar. And this is, like I said, a recipe that I got from my aunt years ago. She's passed away now, but I hope you enjoy it because it's actually really good. We're going to add a little bit more flour. And once it starts getting incorporated, you can see the flour. It's getting super thick in there. And then we'll have to scrape the sides as well. It's actually a really like a thick type of cookie. Okay. I'm going to turn it off a second. We're going to lower it down so I can scrape these sides. Because we want to make sure you get everything incorporated into it. So we're going to get that taken care of. And like I said, it is a super, super thick recipe. And they're actually really good. But I only make them every once in a while because they are super sweet. Now at this point, we're going to turn it off, and we're going to add in half of our butterscotch chips, but not all of them. We're going to add in half of our semi-sweet chocolate chips, but not all. And then we're going to add in half of our chopped up pecans. Okay. And then we're going to let it start stirring in. Okay, we've got that done. Next, what we're going to do is we're going to release all this, and we're going to get two 9x9 pie shells, or not pie shells, but cake pans. And we're going to put those, I'm just doing the 9x9s, but you can actually just use a 1 sheet cake pan, and that'll work too. Okay, now what we're going to do is we're going to take our pan and we're going to spray it down with I use the buttered flavor cooking spray, but you can use any type of cooking spray that you need. And then what we're going to do is get a hold of the pot, and we're going to put half of this in here and then spread it out. And as if you can see, it is super, super thick. I mean, it's a really thick dough. You can do it by hand, but if you do, make sure you use a wooden spoon. Then we're going to try to spread this in here as best we can. And I can get a little bit more. There we go. We're going to spread this in the pan to where it's even. And it's going to be sticky at first. And that's just fine, because that's what you want. It's just a big, gigantic cookie. Get this spread in there. My grease is working really good. It's not wanting to spread like it's supposed to, but that's okay. We will get it. And then take that. After we get this spread, and now what we're going to do is we are going to take our chocolate chips and we're going to sprinkle it on the top. Only half of them. Same with your butterscotch chips. We're just going to sprinkle them over the top. Then once we get these sprinkled and put in there, we're going to do the same thing with our crushed up pecans. And just sprinkle it over the top. Okay. Okay, we've got our dough with our chocolate chips, butterscotch, and everything mixed all together, and pecans. We're going to take this and put it in a 350-degree oven for 10 to 15 minutes. Okay, we're back. The butterscotch bars just came out of the oven. You see that it blew up on the outside edges, but it is going to be like an indentation in the middle, which is fine. Just cut them after they cool off for a few minutes and enjoy. Please like and subscribe.